Hello and welcome. Leon Street here, guys. Today, I'm talking about how to grow your business in December, even if the outlook is bleak. Now, I guess with the angle that I'm going to take with today's content is in the UK, obviously where I'm based, we'll be coming out of lockdown on the 2nd of December, which is approximately, I believe, 6 days away. So the next step for a lot of business owners is what you can do to take things to the next level in the last month of the year. And, depending on, I guess, how you set up, whether you're winding down, I guess this isn't for you. But for those of you who are not going to be winding your business down, as in taking a break, not closing your business, just taking a break in the Christmas month, then, there's still a lot of time to hustle through and make things happen. And today it's an open discussion. I want to share some ideas with you, and please interact on the comments. If you would like some ideas, some tips, or you got a specific question around what you can do to grow your business in December, please ask away. But I've got some stuff that I'm going to be sharing as well throughout today's live stream. And some of this, I guess, is stuff that you can implement straight away. Isn't just, things that you can do and it's going to take time and blah, blah, blah. So if you do have questions, you do have comments, just drop them below this video. We're streaming out live on YouTube and Facebook. And so for those of you listening back on the podcast, once again, thank you for your support. And remember, as ever, if you do have any questions, just get in touch. You can find me on all the social medias. So how to grow your business in December, even if the outlook is bleak. Before we go any further, guys, if you want direct help and you want to kind of skip the DIY process and trying to figure stuff out on your own, then you can book in a time to have a chat with me, and I will help you create your own unique marketing strategy. And that's a promise. All you got to do is book yourself in for a call. Yeah. So go to www.leonstreet.com/121, as in the numbers 121. Go there and you can choose a date, choose a time, book yourself in for a chat, and I will help you to get to the next level and, take your business to where you need it to be. Right. Formalities done. For those of you watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And for those of you not on my YouTube channel, make sure you go over to YouTube and subscribe. Do the right thing. Click on the subscribe button and then click on the notification bell to be notified of all the new and upcoming videos that I do publish on the channel. So let's get into this. So this is open discussion, guys. And whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching this back on the replay, as I said, just ask your questions. I'm more than happy to come and answer all of them. And, as ever, I do answer questions. I do go and check them all out and comment on each one individually. But I guess for a lot of people right now, the biggest thing is, are you ready to commit to, turning things up and turning up the activity, turning, I guess, up the intensity of what needs to happen? And no matter how you look at your business right now, if you want to grow sales in December, it's going to come down to how you increase or how you leverage the resources, how you leverage your time, how you leverage your money, and how you generate more leads and more clients, right? I wrote a book on this thing, More Leads, More Clients. And in December, you do have a great opportunity. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a couple of things. If you think about it, traditionally, December time, a lot of people would be having Christmas parties and a lot of businesses would be winding down, getting ready for the festive season type of thing. Well, that ain't happening this year in the UK. Yeah. And I guess no matter how you look at it, it's a sad thing, but at the same time, there's opportunity there. And I know in the past, even with that happening, so I know that's kind of like what a lot of people would say, or give us an excuse as to why they can't grow their business or get new customers in December. But actually, December's been a great month for me whenever I wanted to, kind of, eke out those extra sales and just squeeze the lemon, so to speak, or the orange. There's always opportunity, guys. But the biggest thing, I guess, for a lot of business owners right now is, if you want to take things to the next level and grow your business in December, you've got to commit to it. It can't be an exercise of, oh, woe is me, or there's nobody buying, or there's no opportunity to sell. You have to commit to it and then take all the necessary action. And remember, if you don't know exactly what to do, that is your opportunity to reach out and speak to somebody who can help you, whether it's me, whether it's going into a Facebook group, whether it's reaching out to your own mentor or coach. It really doesn't matter. But the key thing is you have to commit to turning things around, because if your outlook is bleak, and I was speaking to a business owner earlier in the week, and one of the key things that I said to them is that the most important thing in the success of your business is your mindset. I deal with 6-figure business owners, 7-figure business owners, as in helping them and coaching them. And for those who even aren't at 6 figures, the biggest thing is your mindset, is your attitude, is your willingness to go that extra mile, to put the work in, to do things, to get the result. And a lot of the times people aren't committed because they compromise on the result, as in, oh, it's too difficult, or I can't do that, or it's going to take too much of this, or it's going to take too much of, too much activity that I can't put into it, or I've got other responsibilities, I've got different things going on. And you know what? People don't commit. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as people are honest with themselves. But if you are committed and you want to change the results of where you're at right now, you want to change and go to that next level, it takes, I guess there's a number of ways to put this, but it just takes commitment. And you could say it takes deep commitment, as in, I guess kind of adjusting everything to go all in for December, adjusting everything to just go all in and achieve the result that you want to achieve. Because it might not be that you need to work the whole of December. It might be that if you go all in compared to what you normally do, or just turn things up, or perhaps you've got a team, whether that's internal team or external team, like freelancers, subcontractors, whatever. Perhaps you've just got to go all in on a strategy and just get your team fully into whatever it is you need to do to turn things around, to take those results up to the next probably 2 levels, 3 levels, whatever it is, right? And it's never just the next level, it's what level is right for you. But for me, it all starts with committing, guys. And so long as you're in, I'm just here just to say, you know what, December can be a good month for you, even in this kind of lockdown. With the UK, we'll come out of the lockdown that we're in now and move back into this tiered system. So lockdown version, or 3.0, whatever you want to call it, right? There's opportunity. And I'm not saying that everybody is going to be fortunate, because look, undoubtedly, there's going to be some businesses that, you actually might be going through a difficult time right now. You might be going through transition. You might have, hit a brick wall in terms of, the rug has been pulled from under your feet. So for instance, like restaurants and, other, let's say other businesses that were dependent on, I guess, how society was before we were all locked down, before our freedoms were kind of taken away, that your business has taken a big hit. And if that's you, that's okay, guys. It just means that you've now got the time to focus on something new, or you've got the time to focus on new offers, new opportunities. And again, it's the commitment to that, because if you don't commit and you don't put your mind into it, first of all, you'll stay in this negative zone. So all I'm saying to you guys is commit. Right, that's it. That's me on my soapbox, just talking. So let's get into the steps that I want to share with you. So if you do want to take things up a notch in December, you've got to have a target. It's very simple. What's that number that you want to generate? Is it you need an extra £2,000, £5,000, £10,000, £50,000, £100,000? It really doesn't matter, but you've got to have a target. You've got to have a target based on, and this is especially if you're an established business. If you're an established business and you kind of know the numbers and you know what you need to bring in, or the number you want to just double up, triple up, or 10x, whatever, you've got to have a target, and it's that simple. And the thing is, a lot of people are scared to put a target down, because at the end of the day, you don't want to set yourself up for failure and deal with the disappointment of not achieving what it is that you want to go for, right? Especially if your team's going for it and all in. But that's the wrong attitude. What you've got to do is set that target, make it public to your team or whoever you want to be accountable with, and you've got to go for it. And what you've got to do is you've got to put the necessary activity into whatever that target is to make it happen, rather than worrying about not making it happen, which most people tend to do. It's kind of human nature. And the thing is, human nature doesn't necessarily help you, because we're wired for negativity. But what you got to do is rewire yourself for actually just going for it no matter what. and it's taken away the ego, it's taken away shame, it's taken away what other people will think of me, putting yourself out there, all these different things. But that's what's actually going to get you to win. So start by what's the target, yeah, and once you understand what the target is, it's time to go for it. So I'll share with you, like, from my perspective right now. Currently, I'm just in the midst of putting together a brand new marketing campaign, which includes a brand new VSL and then a funnel that goes with it. Very simple funnel, but that's going to be the next step. And then I'm going to record around about 5 different ad videos, which I'll be pushing out onto YouTube ads and so on and so forth. Now, with that in mind, I've first got my target of getting the new marketing stuff put together, and then I've got the target of the sales that I want to generate, or the leads and so on, which is what I'm going to get onto in step 2. But I've set myself up for a target. And actually, I was with my fiance earlier today, and we were just kind of chilling after we had dinner. And you know, my mind just, if you're a business owner and you're watching this, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. My mind was just overthinking, because I'm thinking about getting this stuff done, and it's like, it's bothering me, yeah. And it's bothering me so much that even doing this live stream to you guys right now, I'm thinking it's taking away my time from working on my funnel. But anyway, that's another thing. But I'm just letting you inside my mind. But the point I want to get to is that she said to me, she's like, "Is everything cool?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking about launching this new VSL, this new funnel, getting it out, and just getting it so I can start looking at the numbers." Getting back to what I just said, target. And this is the thing, guys. It's like I've become obsessed, because actually in building this funnel that I'm sharing with you, this new marketing campaign, it's 5 weeks in the building. And the reason for it is because I'm currently being coached by a new coach. I'm on their program, and I'm currently going through their training. And so there's a lot of training, to the point where I'm watching videos, training videos, and what they're sharing on 1.75 times speed, so 1 3/4 speed, right? So I'm listening to it like really fast, so I can take all the information and implement. But the thing is, the point I want to get to is that I've been setting myself up to get this thing launched for December, right? And so I'm just saying to you guys, have a target, know what it is that you've got to earn, what's the extra amount of money, or what's the number you've got to bring in, right? And I'm saying this because nobody, especially in the Western world, and it doesn't matter whether you're Christian or not, most people want to enjoy a good December knowing that they've got, you know, their kind of bills paid, money in the bank, and that extra bit of cash to perhaps buy some presents, just enjoy time with your family by being able to buy food, treat your family to food, you know, whoever you're going to have coming around in those 5 days that we're allowed in the UK. Yeah, that's another thing. Anyway, don't want to get into that. But the point I'm getting to is, you know, most people want to have a bit of extra money in December, right? So I'm guessing that's you. Have a target, because you got to set the target so that you can go for it. And I'm not talking about, oh, I need to earn an extra £500. I mean, if that's the case, then fine. But I'm saying to you, you know, probably go for 4 times that, because you'll probably surprise yourself if you then back up the target with the activity that's necessary. So what's step 2 then? So once you understand what your target is, you know, from there you can reverse engineer and start to look at, well, how many leads, how many prospects, and therefore how many sales do you need to achieve? Yeah. A lot of people skip this part because they're not really thinking about, let me make this target real, let me be accountable, let me, you know, have ownership around this, let me take full responsibility of this target. Most people shy away and run away. Yeah. But I'm saying to you is, if you really want things to go to that next level, keep your eye on how many leads you generate. Yeah. Leads are where you've got a name and an email or a contact number. It might even be a person who just reached out, and you know, on a post or on a video, something like that. And a prospect is somebody that you're actually communicating with. So whether it's on a direct message, somebody who's expressed an interest in finding out more, yeah, about what you do, that's a prospect. Yeah. And then finally, the sales. Obviously, sales is when you actually exchange, or the person pays you, and then you have a sale. You've got a new customer, or you've got somebody buying something new. So get clear on how many leads, prospects, and sales you do need to achieve. And if you've put your targets down, this is how you can start to reverse engineer that target, because you'll know, do you need to attract, you know, one client who spends £5,000 with you, 2,000, 1,000, 10,000, 20, whatever it is, right? You'll know how many clients you need to actually close in order to get to your target. So if you say, as an example, you wanted to generate another 20,000 and you were selling something for £2,000, like a program or some type of service or consultancy, you're going to need 10 clients. Yeah. And so the other thing is, by understanding how many leads, prospects, and sales you need, one of the key things you're going to need to understand is that if you are going after these people, what's your average lead time? So how long does it usually take before somebody comes across you to the point where they want to become a client with you? And that's another, in fact, another factor to kind of put in place, because what you may need to do is take that into consideration as to whether or not the offer, and I'm going to get onto offers. So whether the offer is going to be right for you to get out in time in December to actually close some new sales. So let's take this a step further. So here we are, step 3, offers. So if you've got a clear understanding, or you've got some understanding of how many leads, prospects, and sales you need to generate, the next thing is you're going to need to create new offers, or a new offer. It doesn't need to be multiple, but I'd advise you to kind of test different offers. And if you're new to creating offers and you've never really created many offers, or you've only ever thought, well, I only have a particular type of service or particular types of products, creating offers might seem a bit strange or alien to you, especially as a service-based business owner. And it's very simple. What you can do, and a quick way to test offers is if you create social media posts and include in the post, say, hey, you know, I'm currently offering, or who's interested in fixing whatever problem your service or product fixes. I've currently got 1 space, 2 space, 3 spaces. How many spaces you can open up, and how many people you can serve, and explain what's going to be included and the price. If you're interested, send me a message. And so what you can do is even from a social media post, you can test different offers and you can put stuff out there. And especially if you've got, you know, following, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever, just test it. And the other thing is you can test by offering people, or you can help them fix XYZ, explain all of the things that are included in your offer, and just tell people to get in touch. Don't even include the price. So you can test some offers as social media posts or videos or live streams with prices, and some without, and just tell people to get in touch if what you're sharing is of interest to them. Because what I find quite often is a lot of business owners, they don't even test different offers because they don't understand the difference between their products or services and offers, and how to sell those products and services. You see, your offer is how you entice people to that product or service. People think just by sharing what the product or service does is how you get people to take action. It could be that you're offering, for instance, like a Black Friday sale deal, yeah, and perhaps you've offered some type of discount, or offered a payment plan, or you bundled something in to just increase the value but kept the price the same. Like that, these are different ways to create offers, you know, payment plans, discounts, bundling things in just to add increased value, reversing the risk by adding a new guarantee. You know, all of these different things can help you to create new offers. I actually have, I'm sure there's a free video on my YouTube channel if you check it out about creating offers. So if you go to Leon Street on YouTube, you'll find, if you search on the channel, there's a video on offers that I know I put out there before. But the point I want to get to is that it's your duty to just keep putting offers out there, and don't worry about it if you feel like, oh, people are just going to think that I'm spamming or just putting lots of offers out there and I'm selling. You know what? Like, if you've got a target, remember, don't compromise on the activity, and don't compromise on what emotions you may be feeling just because it makes you feel a certain way. Go for the target. Don't compromise on the end result of what you want to achieve. If you want to grow your business in December, it's very simple. Because I find that a lot of people, you know, they don't really want to push, especially when it comes to sales, even though sales is the thing that they want to increase in December. And for me, just remember, the more that people come across your products and services and that you are serving people, the more people you're actually helping. So there's no harm in actually pushing out there and putting your offers out there for people to actually see, take notice, and then buy those offers. So step number 4, explore JV partners, strategic partners. Get in touch with people who are perhaps serving your audience, but in a different way, with a different service, different products, but actually they have your clients, or potential clients, they have your audience. And find that if you can, for instance, do like a joint webinar, and give them a percentage cut of whatever services you sell, like 25%, 50%, whatever it is, right? Obviously, you'll know depending on your profitability. Find strategic partners, people who can refer their clients to you because they deliver services in a non-competing way, but actually it's the same type of services. So I remember before in my agency, I used to get a lot of referrals from like print and design companies, and I would refer back to them, especially when it came to online marketing. And it was great because they would offer print and design, which was no competition with me, offering marketing services, online marketing. So just look at who are your strategic partners. So for me now, what I do in terms of strategic partners, I partner with other coaches like mindset coaches, business coaches, who then have clients who need marketing coaching, right? And so that's a good fit for me. And then there's other industries that I've got referrers in where they serve business owners, and then, you know, but in a non-competing way. So look at and explore JV partners or strategic partners. You can also look at, you know, guest speaking. So can you get onto doing any Facebook Lives or Facebook Lives in groups? Or are you allowed to post videos in groups? Can you do, as I mentioned already, JV webinars, but as a guest webinars? You might even do like live streams as a webinar, yeah, in somebody else's group if you get permission to do so. Perhaps you can jump on a podcast which can be published or somebody who publishes podcasts pretty quickly. I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there who do a lot of live shows. So their podcast is actually like a live show, and then the recordings are then also posted onto their podcast, which is kind of like what I do. So I did the 2 live streams, one on a Wednesday, one on a Sunday, and then I repurpose that content back into my podcast, which goes out a couple of weeks after I've done the live stream. So can you get in front of somebody else's audience by, you know, different mediums? Can you deliver a free training perhaps to, you know, to help a strategic partner? But guest speaking is always a great way for you to get more leads. So another one is publish content, especially video. Yeah. So if you're not so confident about posting video, you know, break the duck, just go ahead and just start recording video. Because I have this quite often. The key thing is when it comes to video, your first video is always going to be really shit compared to your 100th video. But the thing is, the more content you put out, the more confident you get. And it comes just, you know, through, it's almost like as I say, by osmosis. The more you do something, or the more connected around something you are, the better you get, right? Kind of rubs off on you. So for me, if you want more people to take notice, just publish more content that helps your audience with providing value, with a solution to the problems that they have that your products or services fix. And always share the steps that people need to be aware of, not the steps that they need to actually implement. And the reason for that is you want to share what they need to know. The how is what people buy when they buy your products and services. And it's a perfectly great way to educate people using education-based marketing, to get people to just be aware that even you are a solution or a solution provider for the problem that they have. And depending on what you do in your business, obviously that can be anything, but education-based marketing through videos, Facebook Lives, text posts, blogs, articles, all on social media, those types of things. Just get into pushing those things out, especially in December, and just becoming more consistent. It could be things like Instagram stories, Facebook stories. It could be TikTok, you know, whatever it is, just put content out there. If it gets you in front of your target audience, and that's the key. It's not just publishing content. You've got to know that, can you get that content in front of the people that are potentials for those people to buy from you? And that's what you want. You know, it isn't just publishing content. It's, can I create content and get it in front of the people? If you can't do that, then there's no point in creating the content. But if you know the content is going to be in front of your target audience, go do it and put all your energy into it, because, you know, it's your target audience at the end of the day, and they're the ones who need to see your stuff. So step 7, email your list. If you do have an email list, email them. Yeah. There's the 9-word email from Dean Jackson. I use that quite regularly in my email list, and it simply goes along the lines of, do you still need help with? And the with part, what comes after the with part, is usually whatever your products or services fix. Yeah. So for me, it would be, do you still need help with your marketing online and growing your business? Yeah. And I use it regularly. And in the subject, you simply put, hey, and then the person's name. Yeah. And so if you use things like ActiveCampaign, any email marketing software, Infusionsoft, those types of things, that you can use the personalization settings on that to put a person's name in. Email your list. Yeah. Email them like at least once a week throughout December. Yeah. And email them that 9-word email that I just mentioned to you. And I guarantee you, if people usually do respond to your emails, or you've got, at least kind of a 10% open rate, you may find that somebody's going to respond to you and say, hey, I'm interested, tell me more. And at that point, that's where you've got the opportunity to go and speak to people. So step 8 to growing your business: message your contacts, ask them how you can help or add value. And so this isn't you directly selling, this is you just getting the conversation going. So yeah, I'm literally saying, so if you've got contacts who you believe are potential targets that you could go after, as in your target audience, then message people. Just message them, say, hey, how are things going? How's your business doing? Or do you need any assistance? And you can even say, look, I can offer you help for free. And the free part is so that you just have the initial conversation. I'm not saying give your services away for free, but what I'm saying is message people so you can start conversations, because the conversations at the end of the day are going to be the first steps for you to be in a position to see if that person actually qualifies to be your client, right? Because just because you're messaging them doesn't mean that they're actually, right to be a client of yours. Perhaps they haven't got money, perhaps it's not the right time, but at least if you get into conversations, you're going to increase the amount of leads, the amount of people you're speaking to find out if there's any opportunities there for you. And a lot of people kind of shoot themselves in the foot because they don't take that step, meaning that, they don't do that. But you got the opposite end of the spectrum. You got the other people who spam people with pitching and sales. And I'm not telling you to do that. I'm literally saying, reach out to people, ask if they need any help, ask if, there's any value you can help them with, or if there's a problem that they need just an extra pair of ears or eyes to look at or listen to help them with whatever they're doing. And you know what, like within reason, if it gets you into the point where you've got a conversation started, but if it's a point where you've got to deliver hours of services or products or whatever, then you've probably taken it too far with the gesture of free help. It could just literally just be, oh, maybe I can offer, a 30-minute conversation, that type of thing. And then if you believe that actually that person qualifies for any further things or services where, look, they're going to have to pay for that, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the opportunity just to discuss things. Yeah, it doesn't mean you're going to pitch people straight up. So go out there and add value. So what can you do? Steps to grow your business. Number 9, comment on other people's content. I've seen this quite regularly. Now, if you just show up, whether it's Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, whether it's just on other people's profiles, but you're commenting, not pitching, commenting and adding value and helping, what you'll find is that people see you, they recognize you, and it's another way to kind of see your voice, but as in text commentary or video replies, whatever it is that you're doing. And people respect that. People respect consistency. Then, or they'll take you up on your consistency, as in the appeal to them, before they find, I guess, your personality appealing. And it's a big thing because there's a lot of people out there who, they do social media for a couple of weeks and they're like, oh, it doesn't work. And the reality is that social media, marketing, anything that helps you to grow your business, the more consistent you are, the more respect people give you. So for instance, like I remember when I launched my first podcast in 2015, and we were solid for 9 months. We published one interview every week. And after 9 months, September, we were nominated for the UK Podcast Awards, in the Best Business Podcast category. And you know what? We won. Yeah. I don't know why we won. It was consistency of constantly showing up, and our listeners, we reached out to the listeners, then the listeners were the ones who voted for us and basically helped us to go to that next level and win the award, right? So for me, show up on other people's content as well. And all of these activities, all of these tactics that I've given you, you need to do it in accordance to your schedule. Yeah. So look at your calendar, look at the free time you have available. And the other thing that perhaps I should have shared on here is that if you want to go to that next level, look at what extra time you have to play with. Can you wake up an hour earlier in the morning? Yeah. Can you work for a few extra hours in the evening? And, and make time for your family responsibilities as well. Make time for your relationships as well, with your intimate partner, with your extended family, friends, whatever. Meaning that even if even if you choose to go all in, and I'm talking mornings, evenings, weekends, yeah, still make sure you've set time to. And if it means 1 week, you've got to say, you know what, I'm going to reduce the amount of interaction I've got with family or whatever else. Yeah. Then tell people, just say like, this week I'm super busy, but next week let's book something in. Perfect. Yeah. People respect when you've thought about them, even if you can't see them in that given week, knowing that they're going to speak to you or see you in the week after, right? So for me, like, look at where you can squeeze out more time, because a lot of people, you find, you got 168 hours in a week, but a lot of people, they end up with I think most people think they've got like an 80-hour week, never mind 168 hours. But the reality is that the successful people leverage what they've got. Yeah. And then in the time that you are working and putting in, the energy to attract more leads, to grow your business, to generate more prospects, to generate more sales, make sure that time is intense. Like, put your all into that time. Don't do it where you're scrolling on your phone, on social media, or checking different things out on websites, or browsing like online shopping or whatever your vice is, right? Go all in on the time that you commit to growing your business in December. So what is my 10th step? My 10th step is this. Look, for all of you existing business owners out there, if you really want to leverage things and just go to that next level, fire up paid ads, guys. Just go in on it. And especially if you're not like kind of going all in it, or if you've not launched any campaigns. I've got a couple of clients, just to kind of give you some ideas. I got two clients that I can think of recently that we launched 2 campaigns on Google, and I guess relatively low budgets. They're spending like, I don't know what, so like £300 to £500 a month, but they're generating 10x back. Yeah, 10x back. And so the point that I want to share with you is that sometimes people are like scared of different things, but they're not testing, they're not trying, they're not going all in. And the reality is that with paid ads, it's a great opportunity, and especially if you can do video ads right now on Facebook. On YouTube. Video ads on Facebook are great, but there's a great opportunity on YouTube, and there's some stuff I'm rolling out right now, and stuff I'm rolling out with clients in terms of really getting out to more of your audience. A lot of people are missing it because there's less competition, believe it or not, on advertisers on YouTube, especially in different niches, different industries. Whereas Facebook, it's got much more competitive. The prices are up. There's more people advertising on Facebook. It's quite interesting, actually, for those of you watching this. I had a survey pop up with Facebook in the past week, and all of the questions, I took a print screen of it. How you doing, Raf? Thanks for jumping on. I took a print screen of this survey from Facebook, and all of the questions were all around how would you feel if we reduce the reach and the interest that you can advertise to our audience on Facebook. And so, it got me thinking as well, why would Facebook have a questionnaire talking about reducing the effectiveness of their advertising and reducing the amount of ads that show up to their audience? Well, obviously they're thinking about reducing how many ads show up on Facebook. So I thought, well, that's really interesting, actually. So I expect in 2021, off the back of that survey, and if you're unclear about this, or you just want to reach out to me and ask me more about it, drop me a message, guys, because I took a print screen as well. But it just made me think like, whoa, so actually Facebook must be considering how to reduce the amount of advertising that is shown on their platform. So that's what I'm saying to you guys. If you're not already thinking about advertising on YouTube, get onto it, because it's still a blue ocean right now. I've got campaigns I'll be rolling out in December, and if you want to know how to put the right type of video ads together, the right structure of how you attract people, then reach out to me, guys. Drop me a message and I can talk more to you about the steps you got to take, and I'll give you that away for free, just so you can get things moving in December. So paid ads is a real leverage place, guys, especially for you existing business owners. If you're new in the game, it's a great place, to really find leverage. But I'm just sharing with you, if you're new in the game, and you're thinking about jumping into ads, then you know what, use a test budget. There's no harm in spending £300-500, because you know what, it's probably best spent to get some numbers, get some data, and find out what it's like advertising on these platforms. And Google has much better support than Facebook. You can actually speak to a human being on the phone, one of the Google advisors, and they will actually set your ads up for you. They'll monitor your ads for, like, I think it's 30 to 90 days for free, and then they kind of keep in touch with you. So you know, for me, it's a great opportunity, guys. If you're not already doing video ads, go out there, put some ads on Google, because they show up on YouTube, and it's just a great place for you to pick up some leads and clients right now. So they're my 10 steps of what you can do just to get things moving in December, guys. Now, the reality is that you're either going to go for it or you're going to play small. And if you play small, there's nothing wrong in that. Just know that you're going to make things a bit more harder going into January. Of course, you know, that's natural. But as I said, in the UK, especially, those of you, I know there's other countries going into different variations of lockdown and whatnot. But what I'm saying to you is that there's less people out. So in December, there's no excuse to say, oh, there's nobody online, or there's nobody looking, or there's people going to be busy with their Christmas parties and all that. Everybody's going to be doing Christmas parties on Zoom. So don't worry, people will be available to sell to. And the key is to go through all of the steps that I shared with you today. Thoughts on SMS marketing. Raf, if you've got you know, a list of people with text message numbers, put it out there, because reality is, I forgot the numbers, but I was looking into this before. I think with SMS marketing, it's something like 85% open rate. Whereas with the email, I think the industry rates, they vary from industry to industry, but it's like, I think it's like 15 to 20% open rate, right? So if you've got the number of somebody and you're sending out a text message, you've got more chance of that person actually seeing the message. So, you know, SMS messaging, I have it in some of my funnels. I have it especially when people opt in, and then I send them a text message immediately and an email, because usually the text messages open more. So yeah, so I do recommend you trying that. If you're gonna do any advertising though, the easiest way to kind of get people interested in what it is that you're doing and get their data is to just ask for name and email. If you want to ask for a phone number as well, there's no harm in that. You'll just find there'll be slightly less people that will give you that data, but you'll find that the quality of those leads are higher. Yeah, because usually the people who give you a mobile number, a cell number, they're the ones who are really genuinely interested in getting the help. And because of whatever you shared in that message, they're really interested in obviously what it is that you've got to offer them. So yeah, so go try that out. So I'm going to do a recap, guys. I'm just going to go through the 10 steps that I shared with you today very quickly, just so you can take this. So the first thing is, have a target for December. You know, is it 5,000, 10,000, 20, 50, 100,000, or even 7 figures if you're at that level? Just give yourself a target to go for. You know, if you need to bring in just double what you normally do, then fine. That's what it is, right? By that target, how many leads, prospects, and sales you need. So if you wanted to generate 10,000, and you sell a £2,000 service or product or whatever, you're going to need 5 clients. Yeah. So more than likely, if you close 1 in 3 as like a 33% conversion ratio, you're going to need at least 15 prospects to speak to. And 15 prospects, depending on how you generated those prospects, that may come from somewhere in the region of around about 300 leads. It could even be higher depending on your industry. So it could be anything like 1,000 leads. So depending on how much marketing you're running right now and your usual lead generation activities, that will tell you how many leads, prospects you'll need to have come through before you can get to sales, right? If you want to go super profitable and just get things really rolling, what I'd recommend to you, any of you service providers out there, is offer some type of one-on-one service. It's probably not leveraged, but if you can provide some services just to get, you know, that extra 10,000 in, then what I'd be doing is making sure you speak to people on the phone. So if you do get prospects, get them on the phone. I see a lot of people talking recently and sharing how to close sales on Messenger and direct messages and all this kind of stuff. That's great. But usually what's happening is you're generating a prospect on these direct messages. You're not just necessarily sending, you know, the link. But if you want to make sure, and when I say link, a payment link, but if you want to make sure of closing some deals, just push people to a call, whether it's a messenger call, WhatsApp, it don't really matter. Just get people speaking to you, and have a script. And if you don't have a sales script, or you don't have a strong sales script, send me a message and I'll send you one that you can use, guys, and I'll talk you through how to use it. So step 3, create new offers. You know, offers are the lifeblood of attracting people and just figuring out what people respond to. Your products and services are not the same as your offers. Your offers can be many different things. Go back to the beginning of this video and go through what I shared about offers. Find JV partners, strategic partners, get guest speaking slots, Facebook Lives, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, webinars, podcasts. Just show up more, find out, you know, could you deliver a free masterclass or training to a specific group or a specific company that you want to deliver services for. Do it for free just to get in there. And, you know, by providing value up front first for free, it's going to give you the opportunity to have conversations about getting more of that value where they pay you. Publish content, go for video. The more you can put video out, the better. You can publish text and people will respond to your blogs and articles, but just put video out there. It will get more eyeballs. Email your list. Use the 9-word email that I mentioned earlier. Go back throughout this video if you don't remember what I shared with you. Message your contacts asking how you can help or add value, not pitch them, how you can genuinely help them. That will get conversations going, guys. Once you got conversations going, then you'll know if it's right, if they qualify, if it should be, you know, worth your time trying to sell to that person at that point. But don't start the conversations off pitching, because you just look like a dick. Yeah. Comment on other people's content, show up more, consistent, just so people can see you. Yeah. And then the final one, as I said to you, if you really want to take things up a notch, run your paid ads. Yeah. Run paid ads. Don't be scared of paid ads. You know, you can set your budgets, you can control your budgets, but run paid ads, because I'm telling you, you know, stop relying on organic marketing. There's a lot of great opportunities out there, but if you want to leverage, run paid ads, because it will give you data, and that type of data is invaluable for a business owner, especially existing business owners who've already got clients and, you know, delivering great services. But check out running your ads on YouTube through Google Ads, guys. It's a blue ocean. Yeah, I'm telling you that. So guys, that's it. That's my 10 steps so that you can use to grow your business in December. If you need any assistance, remember, guys, you can reach out to me, and I don't bite. I provide a lot of great advice and value. You know, I've helped people generate 7 figures, 6 figures, and everything in between. So if you want to go to the next level, just go to www.leonstreet.com/one-to-one, booking a date and a time, and we can have a chat, and I can help you put together a marketing strategy that will get you sales in 30 days of implementation. Yeah, guaranteed. So guys, on that note, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed, you like the content, remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to leonstreet.com/YouTube. You'll be redirected to my YouTube channel where you can subscribe, click on the notification bell, and be notified of all my great content that I put out. Yes, it is great. Just want to say, guys, thank you very much for watching. I've enjoyed everybody who's watched, all the comments. I will come back to any of the comments that need my response as a typed up response. I will be coming back to those. So I just want to say, guys, don't overthink December. Don't overthink what needs to be done. Just get to work. I've shared some great steps you can take. You don't have to take all of them. Just pick what feels right for you and just go for it. Tadas, thank you. Great to see you as well. Thanks for jumping on and watching. See, the thing is, like, a lot of times business owners, when they get caught up in their own head, they overthink things, and they talk themselves out of things, and they talk themselves out of the great opportunities and the greatness that's within you. And I'm saying to you, look, go do what you need to do. And if you need help, come and speak to me. It's that simple, guys. I want to see more people winning in 2020, in the last month of 2020, because it's been a difficult year. It's been a difficult year for a lot of business owners. A lot of people's plans, including my own, kind of went out the window, and we had to change. We had to adapt, which is cool. Yeah, that's okay. But I'm saying to you, you know, we've got to come out going into December winning. And if you want to be part of that winning team, you know, reach out to me. Let's have a chat. But other than that, guys, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening, spend a bit of time with my fiance, if she's still awake and not gone to bed already, because she was tired and she wanted to get an early night. So, guys, take care. I'll be back on Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. UK time. So thank you for watching, and thank you to all the podcast listeners as well. Take care. Bye-bye.